Radio Rahim here with Andre Berto. It's been a minute since we've seen you, man. Like, the fight game was missing you. Talk to me about what's been going on since the last time you stepped in that ring.
You know, just as you know, any of y'all should know, I had shoulder surgery. You know, after that last one, I tore my subscap tendon in second round of my last fight. But you know me, like I said, man, it doesn't matter. I'm going to fight through whatever. So I'm at shoulder surgery shortly after that, and I've been going through tons of rehab within this last year, you know, trying to get my movement back. I pretty much had to relearn how to use my right arm again. So, you know, it was a tough process. But, you know, everything's been great. You know, God is great, and I feel great, feel healthy. I've been in camp already for a month, and, you know, I've been sparring heavy, and, you know, everything feels great.
You know, the physical injury came on the tail end of what had to be mentally challenging as well. Sure. You know, your career going as swimming as it was, and then meeting these challenges, losing fights. In this downtime, not being able to fight and train, having to rehab, not only physically, but having to keep your mind right. That's what I was hoping we could talk a little bit about, how you stay centered and focused on the future.
No, you know, going through these certain, hardships. You know, sometimes you just don't understand it to a point, you know, because of course everybody that watched me fight, they know I'm tremendously talented, tons of power, tons of speed, and freaky things just happen that I just don't understand. I don't know if it was bad luck, whatever the case may be. Of course, with the Guerrero fight, just taking those thumbs to the eyes early and my eyes swelling up, and in the crossfight, you know, tearing my shoulder and going through some other injuries, getting ready for the, Ortiz fight. It was like something was trying to tell me to, just sit down for a second and analyze things. So definitely going through shoulder surgery, man. It was a tough process for me. You know, it messed with me, mentally a little bit because of the fact, just me growing up and me going, through this boxing game. You know, I felt like I was invincible. I was strong. I was, But of course, over time, certain things happen. Injuries and things like that, so it tends to mess with you a little bit. But within this time here, this year of me being off, I definitely got a lot of chance to spend a lot of time with my family. It's time alone for myself to really, just analyze just everything in general, and really just to center myself back where I need to be, get healthy like I need to be, like I haven't been in years, and just get my mind right like I needed to be. And once you're in a position that you get your gift taken away from you for 6-7 months, you really get to a point you understand, like, okay, listen, man, I've been given a tremendous gift, and I got a chance to really get it back. It definitely came on a lot stronger. You really, refocus. You know what I mean? So now it's just like I'm just grateful just to be back. I'm grateful just to be back training. I'm tremendously focused like I haven't been focused in years. You know what I mean? I've been in the Bay for like the last 2 months just training, working on technique. And like I say, man, it's just going through everything that I've been through and to be able to come back to where I am now, there's no fear right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no fear at all.
You sound positive, like you're looking to the future. Maybe even, are you in the mindset that with this next phase of your career, you may even be able to outdo what you did in the first phase of your career?
For sure. Everybody should know how the boxing game goes. You're only good as your last performance. So, but I have that type of style that I go in there, I put on a tremendous performance. I automatically be in the talks of fighting this person, fighting that person, so I'm not worried about it. I just know I just need to dial in, to stay focused. Like I said, I just want to thank all the fans, for continuing supporting me, and I definitely want to give the glory to God as well, man, for helping me get through the process and, making me stronger. And like I said, I'm just dialed in, I'm ready to go.
You're also a competitor, man, like we've been talking about, and this fight game is about comebacks. Everybody's had to make them. Who do you see being an ideal fight for you to come back against? And then talk to me about your road back to a championship.
You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's going to be my first fight back after the surgery, so I don't know what type of opponent they're going to give me. But, but like I said, I have that type of style that it's going to be fan-friendly to see me fight anybody. So I think, I've just been sitting back. It's tremendous. it's like a ton of tremendous, young fighters out there. And of course, they have the Guerreros I still want. They have the Carrasas I still want. They still have the Ortizes I still want. You have the Mayweathers I still want. So, so like I said, right now it's just the time to, it's enough, talking about it. It's just the fact to go in there and just go ahead and just make it happen. And like I said, the public is, they're going to demand it. So.
You're a student of the sport, and we're here at the Canelo Alvarez Erislandy Lara post-fight. So I got to ask you about how you saw the fight. It seems to be a little controversial. How'd you see it?
Like I said, I think it's a preference type of fight. I think it was a type of fight that that if you enjoyed that type of style, like us as fighters, we see the way Lara fights. We appreciate it because we understand like the technicality, that comes with it. We know how he tries to move and keep his opponents off balance and keep their feet moving so he can counter off. That's a Cuban style of fighting, But of course, Canelo, he's aggressive. He brings that pressure, and he punches explosive. That type of style. Of course, we like, and the fans like in general. So it just depends on what type of style you like, man. But I think Lara did a great job, using this movement. In some areas of the fight, I thought that he moved a little too much and didn't throw enough punches, but just depending on his moving a little too much. And Canelo, on Canelo's end, I believe that he was, very aggressive, and it was very effective to the body as well. But he had times that he was just following Lara around, just following him around. So, so like I said, I think it was a great fight.
Who'd you have winning?
I think realistically it could have went either way. Me just watching, I don't know, it's hard to say, man. Like towards the beginning to middle of the fight, I had Lara for sure. But of course, I think that Canelo turned it up towards the middle and end of the fight. And he just landed some vicious body shots, man. He was getting in his groove a lot. So it was kind of up in the air for me too. So I didn't really, have a preference who won at all.
And lastly, on your analysts, a little closer to home, Robert Guerrero just fought. He had a long layoff too. He was off a year. So that could possibly be someone in your near future, a rematch there. What did you think of his performance, and how hungry are you to avenge that loss?
Of course, man. Like I said, my dad always told me that respect is earned, man. It's never given. So, I'm the type of fighter that I want to go in there, and I'm the type of guy I want to go after anybody that that I ever took a defeat against. Go in there and prove myself to to the fans, just everybody else in general, and just keep steaming forward. With that fight, the Guerrero fight, like I said, he did what he had to do. Same old Guerrero. Stand there and just slug it out, and just did what he had to do.
Andre Berto, it's good to see you, man. We hope to see you in the ring again soon. Radio Rahim with Andre Berto.